What's up guys, Elijah back with Baseball Express here to bring you another review. Today we have the StringKing Metal 2 Pro and the StringKing Metal Pro. Alright guys, so we're going to see which one's superior, if the Metal 2 Pro has more pop than the Metal Pro. It'll be interesting to find out. Today we're going to be swinging in Boston at Fenway Park, so we're going to see how these guys perform, get some exit velo, and see which one brings more pop to the table.
Got him like every so often.
Alright, just a couple more with this one. That's what we'll do.
You know what? It only takes one to buy a bunch of stuff.
Throw one. Like a knuckleball.
Yeah.
See. Ooh. Oh!
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
How did it get through?
I don't know. 95?
No way.
Yeah? Holy shit. 90. 91. Damn. 333. Alright. Let's try the Metal Pro. 7. Dude, 339. 91.
Ready to work out? Ready to work out?
Ooh, one up. One more. Oh! 362. I was off dead center. Alright guys, time for my final thoughts on the Metal 2 Pro and the Metal Pro. Yeah, gonna be short and sweet. Not too many differences. I know in my past videos, like we reviewed 3 versions of those axe pads. We reviewed 3 different versions of the Cat X. But this one is gonna be fairly easy. 2 main differences you can see right off the bat if you didn't tell in the video is the paint jobs. This is literally all solid black bat and nothing on it besides near the handle. It's got some logoing and some, I guess, the sizing of it. And then on this one, the only difference is it's got the same logoing and sizing and certifications, and then it's got the big S on there, which I think is pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. So from the aesthetic point of view, I really like the way these look. I mean, it's pretty unique, honestly. You see all kinds of crazy designs in the back game these days, and this one just in all black, it just looks slick. Honestly, it's simple, it's as simplistic as it is, it gets the job done. From a performance standpoint, I personally did so much research. I'm gonna have to reach out to our guy Joe over at StringKing to get like a real detail, but I wanted to kind of go into this review kind of without like knowing the real background of it. I wanted to test them, I wanted to see how they felt, I wanted to see how they performed, and I wanted to just kind of get my own feel for it and form my own opinion without really getting a whole lot of information on the back end. But to be 100% honest here with you guys, there was minuscule differences between the two. I mean, minuscule. And if I had to be 100% honest, the Metal Pro, yeah, the Metal Pro was the hotter bat. I mean, it's the hotter bat. But what I will say is that the Metal 2 Pro has a little bit more, it's a little bit stiffer and has a little bit more forgiveness on it. And the barrel is, maybe this much bigger than this one, than the other one, but that was really the only difference. They sound the same, they feel the same, and they hit the same. The performance from exit velocity to power output was very similar. I mean, I didn't really start to see a difference. So, you know, we hit with one, hit with the other, then we kind of did like a halfway round where we hit like 4 with one and then 4 with the other. And it was like until that last round, we kind of came to the to the final decision that this one was a little bit hotter, only in the fact that when you do square it up, like I said, the Metal 2 Pro has a little bit more forgiveness to the barrel. It's a little bit stiffer, so there's a little bit more pop on it when you cap it or get it on the hands. But when you barrel this guy, it's hot. It's good. I have no complaints here besides the fact that it may be a little bit weaker when you don't square it up. But I mean, square it up and you won't have that problem, right? Yeah. Anyway, so what I do really want to talk about is the price point on these guys. I mean, this guy, the Metal 2 Pro, is actually going to be going for only $129, and I think the Metal 2 is going for $129, and the Metal 2 Pro is actually going for $169. So the price point on these guys is phenomenal. I mean, that is something that's like super. You don't see it in the back game. I mean, you know, I was talking to a couple guys when we were filming this video, and it was like, man, when I was playing, you know, I'm 27, so when I was in high school, I graduated in 2013. I mean, some of the hottest bats when I was playing was like, I think it was the Rollins 5150. It was that red one. I'll put it right here so you guys can see it. But that one was like going for 200, and that was a big bat. And then like as you got more into the more premium brands, I think, you know, Louisville had the EXO and all those other bats. Those were like in the 300, I mean 350, 390 range. That was steep. Nowadays you got bats that are running for like, I think the Marucci Cat X is going for like 500 or maybe 550. So it's steep. So for them to come out with a bat priced at this, it's like, it's hard for me to say that it's hard for me to pass it up. I'm like, with the performance, it does well. It competes with some of the bigger bats from DeMarini, from Louisville, from Marucci. It competes up there. It's no slouch. You know, some people will be like, oh, it's a cheap bat because of the price point. No, not in the slightest. This thing performs well. It hits well. It feels good. So I had no complaints, and I'm super blown away by the price point. I mean, that sold me. When I first saw these and we first started carrying these at Baseball Express, I remember like I almost did a double take. I was like, holy crap, like, these are priced phenomenally. Like either these are like cheap bats, or like, these guys have unlocked something. Now, if that's the case, you don't believe me, go try them out for your own. If you're in the San Antonio area, come on down to Baseball Express. We've got all kinds of demos of these guys for you to test to find which one you think is the best. I could just be off, I don't know. But yeah, so, and then getting into the hardware, I don't want to kind of end it without getting into the hardware. I really didn't find a whole lot of difference. I mean, I did an ample amount of research. And like I said, I'm going to reach out to StringKing and kind of get like a deep dive on it. But I didn't want to get their input yet. I wanted to have a fair, you know, trial and error type thing with these guys. I wanted to test them out myself. And I even after we swung, I sat at the store with my buddy Adam, and we were just both scrolling through Google and could not find a definite difference between the two, which was insane. I think the most detail we found was on StringKing's website, I think, don't quote me on that, and it was like the Metal 2 Pro had a more durable alloy, which I believe, because like I said, it has a little bit more, it's a little stiffer, it doesn't have as much flex to it like the Metal Pro did. So yeah, guys, all in all, super happy with these. The price point's phenomenal. Like I said, price point's great, they feel great. The power output is awesome. If I had to give you my favorite out of them, I'd have to say the Metal Pro was hotter. Wind barrel. If you're kind of like a contact hitter, you don't have a lot of consistency, you're still trying to find that swing, the Metal 2 Pro is probably your choice because it does have a little bit more forgiveness. There's a little bit more flex in the barrel. The barrel size is like a little bit bigger, but if you're that power guy, you feel like you've honed your swing, this is your guy, man. This barrel's a little bit smaller. If you put the two up together, you go to the store, you go to any store, and you put these two up together, you can see the barrel on the Metal 2 Pro is a little bit bigger, which gives you that little bit more of an advantage. But my opinion, it's just my opinion, form your own, swing it yourself, go out there, let us know what you think of them. But the Metal Pro is the hotter bat. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Like I said, we have a lot more content coming out. This will be coming out on Friday the 18th of November. Be sure to tune in on Monday the 21st to all socials, because we're going to be announcing and releasing our first all-new podcast called The Bottom of the Ninth. That's going to be releasing on all streaming platforms. We had planned to have a video. I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do with the video. I have about half of it videoed. I'm not sure what happened with the cameras. They just decided to shut off at like the halfway mark for some reason, which is weird. And it's not like we ran out of memory, and I really don't know what happened. But be sure to check that out. I think the first episode, I kind of give you guys the background of what the podcast is about, as well as what I think you need to have a successful offseason from 2 different vantage points. One being a youth baseball player, and then one being a high school or an elite baseball player, maybe a college or semi-pro guy, whatever it is. So yeah, guys, be sure to check that out. We're super pumped. We have some really, really, really awesome guests planned for that. You're not going to want to miss it, from MLB players, college coaches, college players, other pro players. I mean, we have a star-studded lineup coming, and we cannot wait to bring this to you guys. It's super, super, super exciting. But in this back to this world, we actually have the Easton Comp coming. We're going to be testing that one, and then once we're finished with that one, we're going to start doing some really, really interesting bat battles. And hopefully the weather holds up in the next couple weeks. I know we got the holidays coming, but hopefully if it's not too cold, we're really going to start doing some wood bat tests, and we're going to start doing some field tests so we can really see the distance and the launch angle and everything that goes into swinging these bats. It's kind of something we've been lacking on, but the weather in San Antonio just really hasn't been there. So we're really hoping for that to shape up after the holidays and get some more content out to you guys. But for sure, be on the lookout. We're going to have a video pretty much releasing every single week, as well as a podcast episode. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow us on all socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe so you'll be the first to know about our new videos. And if you're interested in these 2 bad boys, these are both available at Baseball Express, so go right now and shop. And as always, thanks guys for watching, and stay safe out there.